This is a video demonstration showing you how you're able to take the Cobalt gantry system and utilize the complete marking field of the 2 foot by 4 foot marking area. Marking it using an array command built in the software. The machine will automatically go across the entire marking area utilizing a tiling effect, so that way you're using the Galvo system for precision accuracy on each individual item that you need to mark across the grid. So to start off here, we're just going to select a simple shape, which you can import any type of DXF file or put text on the screen and do the same process. But we're going to show you an example just doing a simple circle. He's entered a circle on the screen, and right now the size of the circle is approximately 2 1/4 inches. So the size of the actual product that needs to be marked in there, the actual marking field, is less than the marking field of the lens. The lens produces a 110 millimeter by 110 millimeter, which is approximately 4 inches by 4 inches, without having to move the scan head. Therefore, it can mark the entire object with one position. Now we're going to go and select the array command from the top. You go to Modify, Array, and then now it comes up for an array command. The first selection on there is array number in X. X-axis is to the left and right, and he wants to do how many pieces in there? He's selecting 5. He's going to do 5 pieces in the X-axis. The next command down is array number in Y. The Y direction is from front to back in the machine, and he's selecting 3 items. The next selection is your array spacing. The first one, of course, is X-axis. That's the distance from the center of your object to the center of the next object. He's putting an arbitrary number in there right now for training purposes of 6 inches. The next one is your array spacing in Y, which is also 6 inches. The next parameter down there says calculate by offset distance. That should be selected, and calculate by graph distance should be deselected. At the top of the screen also, you note at the top of that there's a position, so you can select on how the array is going to be formed on the screen. The selection should be from right to left with arrows alternating back and forth. This utilizes the entire motion back and forth, so you don't have to go all the way back to home position each time and restart the array. Now select OK. Now it displays it on the screen, the objects that are going to be marked. Select Laser now, Split Mark 2. It opens up a window that is your mark commands. You want to make sure that Mark Selected Continuous and Mark Selected is not selected on there. Force Split should be checked. Force All Split should not be checked. When Finished Go Home should be checked, because you want the machine to go home at the end of the cycle. The next is Bidirectional Scan. There again, it utilizes the machine motions so we don't have over travels and going to different positions. Your split size in X and Y is your marking field, and that should be defaulted all the same every time based on the lens you have in your machine from the factory. Next, hit F2 to start the marking process. Now you can see the machine starting to mark from left to right. It will go across the entire pattern, marking each individual piece separately. And then return to home at the end of the cycle. Now you've completed the array marking command.